Hey, Puppy Trades! You're not going crazy. That's background music you're hearing. You're not going crazy. I might be going crazy. I might be. I'm worried. I need to send in an Amber Alert. I feel like I need to call 911 and send in an Amber Alert. Because I posted about Kodak Black was released from jail and allegedly began throwing rocks at a photographer. He shares the same name as camera company Eastman Kodak, and his actions are an example of institutionalization, which he had an album about that included a song called Rock Bottom. So when I posted this, Eastman Kodak was at 3.42. I'm saying the exact same things. Notice there are 3 comments. We don't even need to look at those comments to know they're not very positive. They're not very much agreeing that this is a normal form of stock market signaling. But let's just look a little bit. That's February 21st at 3.42. At 5.34, I post the exact same thing. But what happened? There ain't no comments this time. Amber Alert! Amber Alert! 911! We have an emergency! Somebody call FEMA! Where are the commenters? Are these people okay? Again! No commenters! Saying the exact same thing. Again! No commenters. No commenters. Amber Alert! Call 911! Somebody call FEMA! We got people missing. I'm afraid. Are these people missing? Where'd they go? No comments. No comments. No comments. But at 3.42, I see them everywhere. 911! FEMA time! Amber Alert! Where did you guys go? I'm worried. Somebody needs to call FEMA. Somebody needs to call the goddamn police. Where did these people go? I'm serious. Where are they at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave A. A, B, C, wave 2, wave B. Wave 1, wave 2. Another wave 1, another wave 2. I need emergency management services. We need to send the broadcast out to the entire United States of America. Where are they at? You ain't got no jokes. Where you at? I see you're seeing this. Where are you at? These people went missing. And it's not just them. I got a lot of people. They go missing. Missing. JP Morgan. A guy was calling me a demon whore. Right here, puppy trades, you're a demon whore. By the time JP Morgan Chase was here, the account was gone. Gone forever. Like Aaron Hernandez. 911. Somebody call FEMA. Where are they going? Is someone ritually sacrificing these people? Are these people safe? Where are you at? I miss you. Where's Roaring Kitty? Gamestop. Large wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse, wave 1 and wave 2. This went up to the 70s, the upper 60s in a couple of days. After my most recent analysis, 5, 3, 5 doesn't break this wave 1 low, and now it's turning up. Where's Roaring Kitty? I'm looking for wave 3 for GameStop to begin, and we're gonna see this thing in the 50s soon. Where's Roaring Kitty? Where is Roaring Kitty? 17.70 is nice. 18.73 a little better. Where's Roaring Kitty? I need you, Roaring Kitty. Because I predicted that Sony would bottom perfectly. Because I knew who you actually worked for. That's how I predicted Sony would bottom. I have a whole video about it right here. Wow, another coincidence like Kodak. Right here. I said, Roaring Kitty, help me time the bottom for Sony Corporation perfectly. What happened? Oh, it's the bottom for Sony Corporation perfectly, just like it was the bottom for Eastman Kodak perfectly. I posted about Nvidia recently. Large wave 1 and wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves ended. Perfectly predicted by me for wave 3. The top perfectly predicted to the day by me for wave 3. The 38.2% retracement perfectly predicted by me for wave 4. Lucky me. I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest man alive. I'm the luckiest man alive. I worried if I joined the Illuminati. How'd I get so lucky? A close friend of mine was in Independence Day. Movie about aliens invading. What an interesting guy for me to meet. Well, I'm pretty sure aliens aren't real. And this is all just some nonsense to explain why UFO and co-diagnostics, the disease X stocks, like how the planet is going to be named Planet X, Planet Nibiru, like disease X. Like how the eclipses from 2017 and in 2024 made a giant X. I posted about Nvidia recently and how I'm managing a big winner. But I want to be a little speculative in this video, give you guys what I think. To do that, we're going to need to look at this 1 month time frame. We're going to see Tesla, AMD, and Nvidia have similar developments. What the 1 month bales are going to look for. Is an ABC correction on the 1 month time frame. Much shorter than usual, much shorter than usual. Just to be clear, 122.64, 126.68. And this high is 131.26. So I'm looking for this personally, and please go look at my most recent analysis on Nvidia. I'm looking for 5, ABC 3, 5 to begin. And this is going to be a very similar thing with other tech stocks in this video. And it's important to understand for all of them, we're going to be on the 1 month time frame, essentially striking this August low and trying to find this wave 5 melt up path. Because that's basically where we are. It's the calm before the storm, the melt up before the crash. Nvidia wave 3, the equal X target, the minimum up to the 150s, the upper 150s, potentially for wave 3. I have explained my downside risk management on Nvidia very thoroughly in, no joke, the most recent video. This 61.8% retracement. So that 61.8% retracement, that's going to be a tight stop. Here's why it's a good stop. The 61.8% retracement is just a little below the small degree wave 1 high. These small degree wave 1 highs being retested are very, very awesome levels for wave theorists. The reason it's tight, however, is because we're on the 1 month time frame. But this is Nvidia short-term analysis. Please watch my most recent video about how I'm managing that long-term position. Okay, I've taken a much longer-term position than August 5th. Okay, Tesla. Speaking of Nvidia, it was very correlated with this stock for a long time, and it was dicking around here for quite a bit. Now we're trying to see if Tesla's gonna go follow Nvidia in the big picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3 makes the highest high. It's clearly a 5-wave subdivision. Wave 1, ABC wave 2, and then from this low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, ABC wave 2, and then from this low, another wave 1 and another wave 2. Tesla's looking pretty good that it forms wave 1, wave 2, and is entering wave 3 of wave 3. It's building up this energy to coil into the mid 300s for wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. Please watch my incredibly advanced analysis on TSLP and CRSH, which one of my followers correctly pointed out was incredible analysis. And they said, when is this scenario where selling these short strangles on Tesla not going to be profitable when the fund managers are actively rebalancing the positions? And I explained to him it was going to have something to do with some of these scarier instances that we're afraid to talk about. brokerage liquidity, clearinghouse liquidity, stuff like that, that is a little more advanced, and to be quite honest, not the field of finance that I specialize in. There are plenty of people who get their PhDs in finance, and they're specifically studying brokerage and clearinghouse liquidity. So when someone says that GameStop and AMC and this big guy named Roaring Kitty talking about taking down the CBOE, and we know the SEC has a naked shorting program called the Consolidated Audit Trailing Program, the CAT program, and his name is Roaring Kitty. The CAT program is auditing naked shorting. So we got the CAT program from the SEC. This is a real program announced in November and October of 2023. It's called the CAT program. It targets short selling, naked short selling, and we have Roaring Kitty that is figuring this out. Of course, the white lion on the beach, like Roaring Kitty is a white lion on the beach. We'll see if he broadcasts from the beach soon. He's coming back. It's going to be interesting what Roaring Kitty has to say. But a lot of people have asked, when is this scenario that selling short strangles on Tesla through TSLP and CRSH wouldn't be profitable? The answer is in these intrinsic risk scenarios that we as FinTwitters like to pretend don't exist. And this is ridiculous. This is a mortal sin in finance risk management, that people would laugh at these intrinsic risk scenarios. It really is. I mean, if someone actually goes into a finance class, and I guarantee you, the finance professor with his master's, he's going to be taking nuclear war and the CBOE in Chicago and the New York Stock Exchange being attacked by cyber attacks. He's going to take that very seriously. It's not going to be some joke. He probably has a best friend that got their PhD in figuring out what was going to happen during that scenario. And when some ignorant fool on FinTwit is talking about how that's kind of irrelevant, he's going to look at you crazy. He's going to be looking like, this guy on drugs? This guy sounds like one of those trolls who was saying Kodak couldn't be letting people know what to do with Eastman Kodak, the camera company, when he was throwing rocks at a photographer. And then Kodak does explode, and they run away. And they make me wonder, do we need to call FEMA? Do we need to call the Emergency Management Association? Do we need to call the Amber Alerts and get an Amber Alert sent out? Where are these people going? These people are disappearing like flies. It's very strange. I'm very scared. Advanced micro devices. Let's look at this now. On the 10-year, monthly candles. 1, 2, wave 3, highest high on the RSI, shallow wave 4, wave 5 ends with Momo, ABC correction, add the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement, used to correctly forecast we were going to make a new high above the wave 1 high. I believe this is wave 1 and wave 2, and yes, this is another wave 1 and another wave 2. Why is it another wave 1 and another wave 2? Well, that pesky rule that wave 4 doesn't breach entirely the wave 1 high, and that wave 4 is usually ended before the 50% retracement is going to come into play. We have a 78.6% retracement breaching and closing below the wave 1 high. That's going to suggest not a wave 1, wave 3, wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but another wave 1 and another wave 2. We get a little wide with 121.83, but the wave 3 of wave 3 in progress is still expected. And now we have Nvidia with this large correction. Marvel Technologies, which I've covered recently. Super microcomputer, now the 78.6% retracement. We see that all of the semiconductor has corrected, and a lot of tech has corrected for a melt-up position. AMD, whether it's a wave 5 or whether it's a wave 3, there's a few reasons the wave theorists are going to at least expect another high. One is that from this low, wave 1, wave 2, even if it is wave 3, making the highest high on the RSI in a shallow wave 4. Wave 5 makes another high. Perhaps it's an expanding diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to make a big wave 1. But there's also just the chance that this deep wave 4 correction isn't deep because it's not a wave 4. It's a wave 2. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low at the 78.6% retracement is going to give the wave 3 target up in the mid 200s. So we want to kind of define risk from there. That's a little wide. We get a very similar situation with Nvidia, where an ABC correction on the 1 month chart can be taken. We're right there at the 127.2% retracement or extension of the length of wave 1, or the length of wave A placed at the wave B low. So that ABC box comes from taking the 100 to 161.8% extension of the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low. The invalidation is going to come from the 61.8% retracement of wave 1. And this is going to be something that lines up with Nvidia and Tesla. 121.83. I like 137.95, just like Nvidia. Reaching this low degree wave 1 high. Wave 2. Choosing if this is wave 3 and wave 4, or this is wave 3 or wave 4, would take a little bit more technical work. But it's that small degree wave 1 high getting tested, wave 2. Then rounding out this wave 1, wave A impulse. We end wave 2, wave B at the 127.2% extension. The 61.8% retracement is 137.95. That's the invalidation. Bulls are going to look for AMD to go the length of wave 1, placed at the wave 2 low on a short-term time frame up into the 180s above 137.95. Let's look at IWM real quick. This is looking really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, just as I predicted. And ABC wave 2, we're at the 50 to 61.8% retracement where that ended. And then from this low, I said this was a wave 1 and a short wave 2, followed by another wave 1 and another wave 2 from that low. And that's occurred so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 appears to be in progress. That's going to take IWM up to the 230s, 233, before a shallow wave 4. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high, and wave 5 is the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low, we can see IWM go up to 265. Now, Coinbase and Bitcoin are interesting. I wanted to talk about both of them, and my positioning in them has gotten a little extensive. What we have with Coinbase here, very similar again. 1, 2, and this time wave 3 and wave 4 is going to break the wave 1 high, but this time it's clearly a leading diagonal. That's a leading diagonal for 5 waves up. That's wave 2, wave B, looking very clean with this ABC correction here. And I'm going to tell you guys about, especially those who made it this far in the video, I'm going to tell you about a secret screen right now. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to tell you guys about a secret screen. Just because Coinbase was on it, the day has inevitably come where a stock I covered frequently was on my secret screen. For Coinbase, I'm looking for this wave 1 low to be the invalidation. The invalidation is 161.13. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low gives a short-term target of 229. Now that's very short term. My longer term count I've gone over in recent videos, but this is what I want to show you guys. It looks very clean. Wave 1, wave A, wave 2, wave B, wave 3, wave C. I'll do the same thing with Bitcoin right now. But what I wanted to show you guys with Coinbase, my secret screen is TTM Squeeze. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm so stupid. You guys earned it. We got the 4.77K followers. I believe that the followers whose names start with J, they've more than earned it, so I'm going to give it to them. This is the secret screen. Go to Investing, TTM Squeeze, and go to Fundamental, and then sort by the highest earnings per share for the trailing 12 months. Only focus on the greens. We got Coinbase up there with 3.75, 94 billion in annual income, or that's quoted in millions, sorry, 94 million in annual income. Yeah, 94 million in annual income for Coinbase. It's on the screen. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick and wrap it up. Big picture. There's a few things going on here. I think this is a large wave 1 and wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another wave 1 and ABC wave 2. And then from this low, we're going to get into the weekly. A wave 1 and a wave 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for a wave 5 to begin within the cycle. Just like Coinbase, and just like Nvidia, and just like Tesla, and just like AMD, it is going to require me to get into this short-term count, the 1 month. And so it's important again to remind, this is a shorter time frame than usual, a much shorter time frame than usual. That means the targets are going to happen faster. The stops are also going to happen faster, and the interval expectation is going to be much shorter if this analysis is going to be useful, which of course it isn't. It's only for entertainment purposes. We got A, B, C from this low, just like Coinbase, just like all those other stocks we talked about. The real invalidation is 49,784. For Bitcoin, that's almost acceptable. It really is. 64,936 is the high. This low is 61,506.71. And this high is 62,136.94. So we see Bitcoin, just like Coinbase, at the 127.2% extension of the length of wave A, placed at the wave B high. Very pretty. And then the way to find a quicker stop loss, although I still believe that 49,000-ish number, that low, that's the real invalidation. A way to find a slightly better stop, 64,936.25. This low is 49,784.02. We're going to see the closer invalidation besides 49,784, which we'll call the weekly invalidation, is 53,026, and then Bitcoin is expected to go 5 waves up, wave 1, wave A, ABC wave 2, at the 127.2% extension of the length of wave A, placed at the wave B high, and Bitcoin is expected to enter wave 3 in the short term to 72,841.